Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's Brenda from Planty Pants. We're gonna have a bit of a strange video this week because we have some work that we're doing on the house, and I'm gonna be showing you the update of my IKEA cabinet because I have a lot of flowers that are blooming and changing and a lot of excitement in there. So I wanted to share that with you. So thank you so much for joining me. If you've never watched any of my videos before, please feel free to like and subscribe. I do plant videos. I'm a purveyor of plants, a serious collector. Yeah. So thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoy this video. So let's get this party started. Okay. So this is where my IKEA cabinet has been for the last, I think I've had it for like 10 months. And this video is going to be about what wonderful things are going on inside of this cabinet. I have Hoyas that are flowering, and they're Hoyas that have never flowered before, and I'm so excited that I can hardly see straight. However, as you can see, this room, which is very large, it's 14 by 25 feet, we are getting ready to have it painted. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know that I have things all over the wall. This looks really disgusting, I'm sorry, but we have a pellet stove, and unfortunately it kicks up. Like you can see, I had something hung right over there, which is really gross, but we have a professional coming in to paint, and then right on the heels of that, we have someone coming in to refinish our beautiful oak floor. So this is going to be amazing when it's done. However, I am scared to death to be moving this IKEA cabinet for the time being for 2 weeks, and I will show you where I'm going to be moving it. Just do pan over here real quick. This is my dining room, which looks, so they're going to paint the living room. They're also taking this crazy woven wallpaper that's like a rust color off of my walls, and they're painting all the trim and removing the wallpaper, going all the way up the stairs and into the upstairs hall. So we're having that all done. So this is my dining room right now. So the couch that you just saw and the love seat and the recliner, I pray to God, is going to fit in this space right here. But you can see I have all of my plants crammed in this room and in the kitchen. They are everywhere, and I just pray that they are going to be okay for 2 weeks. I'm stressed out a little bit about it, but so yeah, this is where it's going to be for 2 weeks, maybe a little bit longer, but yeah, so this is where I'm going to be doing the video from. So there, thank you so much for joining me today. Okay, so here we are. We made the move. Let me just show you. Oh, sorry for my hand, but I just made a huge mess, you guys. Huge. Let me just turn this thing around. Hold on. Okay, so now the cabinet is no longer there where it used to be. And this is a pile of rags because I just knocked this humidifier over and it was full. And the whole thing went all over my hardwood floor. So I had to clean that up. However, this is where she is going to be for the next 2 weeks. So, oh Lord, I hope it's okay. But a couple of things that I wanted to show you before we start is something pretty exciting. I found these hooks on Amazon. I was watching a video the other day, and somebody else's IKEA cabinet, and she had little planters that were hung from the top. So when you think about it, there's an awful lot of wasted space there on both levels. So I went ahead and found these magnets, super strong magnets. They hold up to 20 pounds, which is, I'm sure, an overkill, but, and then I'm putting them up here on the top shelf of my cabinet. And then I'm probably just going to tie the others. And then I found these little pots on Amazon. I just have to show you these. So first of all, let me just show you this. They come 6 in a package. I thought there were only 3, so I ordered 2 packages of 6 because I thought I was ordering 2 packages of 3. And it's 6 little pots, little hanging pots, and here they are. super freaking adorable. And what I really, really, really like about them is that you can just use the outside of the pot and put little starts in there, little prop starts with just sphagnum. Isn't that an amazing idea? I found these on Amazon. I will link it below. There were only $13 for 6 of them, and they all came with hangers, and they also came with other hanging little devices. And each one, like I said, has a little interior cup. I can get it in there with one hand. Yeah, see? So, and then you can just hang them like this. Or you can hang them however you want. You can hang them on the side, on the inside, because they came with little side hanging things. You can hang them like this if you want to, which I am so stoked about this. So stoked about this. So I'm going to be working with these, but I wanted to show you guys. I'll give you a link to the pots as well as the magnets, because these magnets are really, really good, and they were a good value. So I will show you. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a tour of the cabinet. What I have on top is pretty much what used to be there. My Tradescantia, the teddy bear Tradescantia with the fuzzy leaves. I have a Hoya propping in, Hoya pupicalix propping in sphagnum up there. And then I have actually a piece of Cebu blue rooting in this water. Right here, you can see the end of it, with this gigantic aerial root. And then another piece of teddy bear Tradescantia rooting in water. So there's a lot of exciting things going on in my prop box, and I wanted to show you. All right, start at the top. First of all, these are cuttings of Hoya Bella that a Facebook friend of mine gave me because she saw I showed her my Hoya Bella, and we were actually making a trade, and so she gave me these little pieces to help beef up my pot. And believe it or not, I've got a little peduncle right there. Hopefully you can see it clearly. I'm not sure if she's going to do anything, but I think there's, because it's been a couple of weeks, it might be starting to root in there. I can't really tell. But I'm pretty excited about that. Over here, I have my Hoya Croniana Super Silver. And this is just so stinking cute. I love it. It's grown a lot since I put it in here. I think I've shown it to you before. But the roots are really getting well developed. Let me see if I can show you. The roots are becoming pretty nicely developed. I don't know if you can see them, but they're there. Oh, sorry, you guys. And I am pretty excited about this plant. It's so beautiful. I think the leaves are so, look at that one, it's like half and half. How beautiful is that? Half silver and half like mottled. Super cute. Hoya Croniana Super Silver. These are a couple of Alocasia polycorms that have successfully rooted. I'm pretty excited about. So 2 little poly plants. Alocasia poly. Adorable. These are the fans that I use. You know, these are the second ones that I've gotten, and I really like these. They're made by Beskar. I have them at the highest setting, but they seem to keep the circulation really running well in here so that I don't have much problems with, you know, humidity. All right, so then here I have a Hoya Mathilde. This one I'm super excited about. I've got 2 different growth points, 1 and 2. I think I got 2 cuttings when I ordered this, but I'm really happy with how she's growing. Pretty soon she's going to be ready for her own pot. She has a lot of roots. You can see the roots right through there. Super cute. So I only have like, these are just like little orchid pots. Oops. And then I just have them like stuck in a little cup. A little plastic cup. All right, so down here I have, I think this is a Hoya Crimson Queen cutting. But I took it just because I love this half white, half green leaf. And I'm just propping this in here. I'm not sure how she's doing, but it's only been in here for a couple of weeks. I think it's coming along okay, but it's a Hoya Crimson Queen. I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe that's what it is. This right here, even though it looks really terrible, is growing and rooting finally. It's actually a Pothos giant Hawaiian, I have a bunch propagating in the other room. I know this wet stick looks really bad, but it's growing, so I might be taking that out pretty soon to see how it's doing with the roots and stuff, and cut off some of that dead looking stuff. But it's not rotten, you guys. It's like if you look at it, it's hard. It's not like squishy. So I think it's okay for now. Here is my unknown wet stick. I don't know what this is, but I got it quite a while ago and I thought I lost it. See how tiny it is? I don't know if you can tell, but it's really tiny. But it's actually finally starting to root, so I don't have any idea what it is. So I'm pretty excited to see what it might turn out to be. But yeah, I don't know. I don't. Okay, this is, I think, oops, hold on. An Enjoy Pothos. It's not doing that great, but I'm still trying to, I don't have very good luck with Enjoy. I think it's Enjoy. It might be Manjula. I should just get rid of that leaf. I will. Yeah, so that one, I think it's an Enjoy. And beside that, I have what I think to be, I don't really know. This was given to me as a cutting. I thought it might be like just a jade pothos, but I'm not convinced. It could be something else because it was like a surprise cutting. I don't really know. It's really shiny. Pothos aren't typically that shiny, although this is a newer leaf. But maybe it's just that it hasn't hardened off yet. I'm not sure. Right, and over here I have my Hoya rotundiflora. She has put out a lot of new growth since being in here. No signs of peduncles. See all the growth? She's got all kinds of vines. And a lot of aerial roots, but I don't see what look like any peduncles yet. So I'm being patient, although it's really hard for me to be patient, I gotta be honest. So let's just turn this around a little bit. All right, so down here, I have a beautiful, two pieces actually, Hoya latifolia. That was a trade. The woman who traded me this for some leca, her name is Nicole, actually gave me these. So this is a beautiful, beautiful piece that she gave me, very well established. So I'm super excited for it to root. I don't think it has rooted yet, but I am holding on. Over here we have some more polycorms that I just put in here. So I think it's poly. Oh no, it isn't. It's Regal Shield corms. No, they're polycorms. Sorry, they're poly. Make up your mind, Brenda. Alright, right here in this sad little jar is, remember a couple of, like a month ago, 6 weeks ago, I repotted two of my Hoyas that were in the same pot. One of them is doing beautifully and I trellised her, which was I think she was a carnosa. I'm not sure though. But this one, I potted up and she started looking terrible immediately. So then I took her out and I put her in moss and she still looked terrible and she is still struggling, you guys. The leaves are just, can you tell how thin and wimpy they are? I put root hormone on the root system and I don't know, man. It's the jury's out. You can see it doesn't look very good. So I may be on the way to losing this. If anyone has any comments of how I might be able to salvage it, please feel free to tell me because I'm dying to know. Okay, then back here, let me pull this guy out so you can see him in his glory. See if I can get him out of there without hurting him. Alright, this is a beautiful Florida Ghost that I just got. Gorgeous, gorgeous specimen. And there's actually 2 nodes in there, so I'm super stoked. I took her out. She's been in there for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. I took her out yesterday, and it's not really doing anything yet, so I'm really trying to be patient and not mess around with her. But I'm super happy to have it in my collection. It's a Florida Ghost. I am stoked about that. Let me put it back. Okay. And now here I have my alocasia, I forget what it's called, Lauterbacania, alocasia Lauterbacania. And this alocasia is really beautiful. I bought it because the leaves are so pretty, but I gotta be honest, I have battled spider mites with her quite a bit. So she's ready to spit out a new leaf. You can see it forming. Hold on. can see it forming on this leaf right here. See it? Right there. It's coming. But I'm really keeping a close eye on it. I just keep losing leaves. As soon as she grows a new leaf, she loses a leaf. And you can see that she's been battling spider mites, so I'm pretty sad about that. But this is just a micans, a philodendron micans that I have in here that wasn't doing very well anywhere else, so I just put her in here. I guess she's doing better since she's been in here, but she's taken up a lot of really good real estate, so I'm going to have to figure out if I'm going to leave her here or find her another home because I need room. And then my beautiful alocasia black velvet. I believe that's what that is. Hold on. Yeah, my alocasia black velvet. Well, looky here. Can you see that? Is flowering. Let me see if I can get a. You see that? How cool is that? It's got little red specks on it, which I find to be pretty interesting. Hold on, let me see if I can. You can't. I'm so excited to see this flower. There's only 2 leaves on it. 2 leaves. Two nice leaves. And then all of a sudden I thought it was giving me a 3rd leaf, but it gave me a flower. So that's exciting for this time of year. I've never really had an alocasia flower, truth be told. So this is the first for me. I'm very excited about it. And then back here, if you remember that Scindapsus exotica that I cut, not long ago I did a chop and prop video with this one. Remember the little bit of damage on the leaf? It's looking better. However, as you can see, she's growing again. She looks great. She's getting ready to put out another leaf. So success with that propagation. She looks fantastic. Here, I'm super excited to tell you, is my Hoya macrophilia. And you can see this really is not much of a plant. There's really not much there. But here's the bizarre thing. First of all, look at that. It's a flower from the base of it, okay? So, a peduncle, I should say. So I keep trying to move it so that it will not be stunted, because I don't want it to be like pushed into the side of the pot so it won't flower. But then over here on the other side, it actually is flowering too. I mean, another flower, actually 2 peduncles on this side. Can you see that? There's 2 different peduncles. And they're flowering. But I only have 3 leaves. So, bizarro world with this Hoya. But I am so excited about the bizarro world with this Hoya. She's very happy in here. So that's that shelf, okay? So down here on this shelf, I have at the top my Hoya Fischii. Beautiful, sun-stressed, growing like crazy in here. She's super happy. Look at all the aerial roots. And then check out what we have right here at the top. That be a peduncle. Can you see it? The lights on in here, but there you go. So it's so tiny. I don't really know if it's going to give me a flower or not, but I hope it does. It's so cute, but I love this plant, and it's been growing in here almost since I've had it. Well, actually, I got it, and then it wasn't doing that great, and I put her in here, and she started just growing so fast, I left her in here ever since. So she's been in here for months. But she's growing so much, and she looks so beautiful, so I'm going to leave her right in here for a while longer. And then this is my Hoya Sunrise. She is totally sun-stressed. Gorgeous, gorgeous Hoya. I am so excited with this Hoya. And then look what she is giving me. Look what she is giving me. A flower. Oh my gosh, you guys, look. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see it. I'm so excited to see it. Oh, adorable. Beautiful Hoya Sunrise. Look at these 2 beauties, you guys. I love them. They're 2 of my absolute favorite plants. I'm in love. They're so stinking cute. Alright, so over here we have a relatively new plant. It's my Philodendron Splendid. And she, happily, she's just about ready to, look at all the root. She's ready to go on a moss pole, and she's going on a moss pole. But look, I've got 1 growth point, 2 growth points. Super, super stoked about that. 2 different growth points. So philodendron splendid. She's doing fine. Successful prop. It was only came with like one little leaf. Down here, here's a little tiny start of a global green pothos that I think I'm starting for a friend. I can't remember. I think so. Global green pothos. And then down here in the corner, hiding behind, is my Hoya Ratusa. And you know, I gotta be honest, you guys, I can't tell if this is growing or not. It doesn't lose leaves, but I don't think it's getting any bigger. It's clearly still alive, but it's really hard to determine if it's growing or not. So I'm hoping that it is and is doing something, but I can't really tell. So let me just put that back there. Here's my, let me show you this first. This is a cutting of a Hoya pubicalix that I'm propping in water for a gift for a friend. Really nice, healthy piece. Hoya pubicalix. I don't think it started rooting yet, but oh yeah, it has. It sure has. Looks good. It's coming. It's been a few weeks. And so here is my Syngonium Batik, one of my favorite Syngoniums. I've showed you guys this in my Syngonium show and tell video. I'm in love with these leaves. I'm in love with these leaves. In love. Golly. So beautiful. So beautiful. So that is also probably going to get a moss coal, but because it has some aerial roots that I think would really benefit from attaching to something with moisture and fertilizer. And here, of course, is my Alocasia Maharani, which is gorgeous. I have 1 leaf that's doing a little bit trouble, but I've got 3 big, beautiful leaves here. 1, 2, and 3. And as you can see, she's putting out another. Beautiful. This is my newest leaf. In my opinion, you guys, look, this is perfect. I am absolutely amazed and floored when I look at these leaves up close. Look at that. I mean, and it feels almost like plastic. It's so, so beautiful. Here I have a Mandula pothos. I really struggle with Mandulas, but as you can see, I finally got a little leaf coming, so maybe it's growing finally. Up here, we just have a heartleaf philodendron that wasn't doing very well elsewhere, so I put her in here. See if I can get her to stand up a little bit. There you go. Pretty healthy specimen. And beside it, I have my philodendron silver stripe, who loves it, loves the light. Super beautiful philodendron. Gorgeous. And she loves it in here, so she lives in here pretty much all year round, even though I haven't had it for a full year yet. Really nice. And then down in the back there is the plumeria that I just bought because I just wanted to see if I could get it to flower. Well, no dice yet, folks. It's still alive, but she hasn't done anything. I think I might put her out this summer. We'll see. And then last but not least, absolutely not least, is my Epipremnum skeleton key. Now this is still a juvenile, but I am going to be putting it on a pole. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is chop it and prop it because of the space between the, no, maybe not. Actually, I think I might see what this one does. Well, I don't know. She started to give me a, what do you call it when it does that? Just gives you the vines with no leaves. Runners. She started giving a runner, but all of a sudden she pushed out 2 leaves. So, yeah. So this is what is growing in my cabinet right now. A lot going on. I am just so scared to death that because it's in a different place that I'm going to give it less attention. So I'm going to have to make it my top priority to come in here and check out this cabinet as soon as I walk in the door every day after work. I've been feeling under the weather today, so I'm having some painting done next week. So I am just trying to make sure that I don't miss anything. So there's one other thing that I want to show you before I go. So hold on, taking you with me through my through my maze of my home because everything is crazy right now. Because we're going to have painters, I showed you. It's nuts. It's nuts. Well, wait till you see this. See if I can find it. Oh, yes, I can. Hold on. Okay. This is my Hoya. I went around my house looking at all my Hoyas, looking for flowers, and the only ones that I found were the ones that I showed you. This is my Hoya lacunosa, which I've been struggling with, to be honest with you. I don't find these to be the easiest Hoya to grow because the leaves are really thin and flimsy. But look at that. You see that? It's a peduncle. And lacunosa flowers are the sweetest, most adorable little yellowish, whitish flowers. I will absolutely be taking pictures to show everybody, but I didn't see any other, so these are all my Hoyas. I didn't see any other flowering going on, so I have my Hoyas all of my plants. Look how many plants are in this room. Oh my gosh, I'm losing it. Truly I am. But I'm glad that you guys are losing it with me. You can watch me lose it. Okay. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video with me. I appreciate it. I'm sorry that I've had you in my hand the whole time. I don't have place for the tripod or the lights, and I'm praying that the lighting was okay because it hasn't been the greatest day so far. So thank you so much for joining me. I'll be doing a video next week. Maybe I'll do it upstairs or something. I don't know. I want to play with some pon. Plus, I want to put some more plants in the IKEA cabinet in those little hanging. I don't know. And plus, I have 3 plants coming in the mail this week. I don't know what I'm thinking. I got a painter coming, someone to refinish the floors, and I ordered more plants. So, that's my life. So, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, hey, listen, give me a thumbs up. Drop me a comment. Subscribe to my channel. It would really help me out. I'm having a fun time making these, and I don't want to stop anytime soon. I like sharing my passion with others. So until next time, take care of yourselves, and God bless.